Hello everyone, this is Owens, and today we are playing a Link to the Past ROM hack called Legend of Zelda Echoes of the Past. As the title screen has not changed at all, the opening crawl has not changed except for a few geometry changes in the castle that we can see there. I've created a player already, named them Kodama for Echo, as being Echoes of the Past. I get the impression from what I've seen from the screenshots and comments and descriptions and so forth that this is intended to be sort of like a hard mode remix of the game. So I'm picturing something kind of like the Legend of Zelda Second Quest. But we'll see. Grab the lantern and follow me. Yes, in the original game there are a number of different chests that can have the lantern in, but it's probably safest to just grab it here to make sure I have it on hand. If we check the map, let's see, this looks just the same as always. The description said something about this, 999. It said something about this being like, a world that's not too different from the original one. But there may be new challenges, new routes. So far it's looking pretty much the same, but you'll see your uncle is not here, so we're going to the castle without a sword and shield. Only the lantern. This layout is a bit different here too. You can't just ignore these guards and go up the stairs, you actually have to go past them, but they're not too much trouble to deal with. So that's the usual 5 rupees, so probably that would be an alternate lantern position. The magic is more convenient to get to here also, which is kind of nice. Grab a little extra just in case. Shouldn't need it, but... Let's see, courtyard is looking, well, not quite the same. The guards moved over here. That mine's different. Not something you'd see in a Super Nintendo era Nintendo game. They didn't like to talk about things like death. Nintendo was pretty strict with their content policies. Okay, so we're into the castle. Already it's looking a bit different. And this is as far as I went, just in here to get a quick screenshot. So I'll take what's generally the normal route and hope that works. Just to go over to the left and up this corridor. And we have red guards. Or at least one. Yeah, tougher guards, no weapons except pots. Hopefully Uncle will show up before too long. Otherwise I'm not sure how I'm supposed to kill this guy. Oh. We're getting bombs. I am not experienced in doing the bomb escape, but it is doable. I've seen enough randomizer ends to know that it is doable. This is different. Yeah, that wasn't fun. I might actually die and escape. And the statues block your pots. Okay, some health back. Pot disappears when you switch screens. This looks different. Okay, that's not a pathway through there, so you do have to come up here, which forces this path to be meaningful. Try not to get his attention. Okay, there's what's left of Uncle anyway. That doesn't look good. Some of these graphics look a bit off too. But that does happen. Anyway, we're armed now, so no more bomb escape. As usual, you take advantage of Link's left-handedness to sneak in underneath their swords. There's a free bomb. So we're probably not getting the boomerang in here. Ah, this room is actually meaningful. Or at least has something in it. Are any of these movable? Nope. Just decorative. We did briefly see the cell in the opening crawl. Two ball and chain troopers. I do need to be somewhat careful here. And now they're out of sync. There, got one, but he only has money. And here's our health pots. Okay. That was definitely harder than usual, but not too bad. You're alive, it worked in a way. You look less battle ready, but gladly not dying. Touching the Triforce, you look confused. For you, this is the first time meeting. Thank you, Kodama. Listen carefully. Aghanim is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. My father won't survive much longer. Aghanim is a monster who controls nature, striking people down with lightning. Get out of here before the guards notice. You know a secret path. Have to go to the first floor. The chest here is already opened. Just a little more health there. Yeah, so at this point we have what we'd normally have, except plus bombs minus boomerang. So if there is still that bombable wall in the back of escape, then that will be nice. And so normally after escape you'd go straight to Eastern if you're not just playing for the first time. But there might actually be something of importance in the village. So depending on what the dialogue says, I might go that way first. And let's go over to the right and see if this looks any different. Yeah, stronger guards, but otherwise looks the same until here. Okay, there's our boomerang. Interesting. And spikes are a full heart of damage, no matter how much armor you have. Yeah, this looks a bit different too. There's your other lamp chest then. Well, presumably anyway. So it's a good thing I took the right side, or would have missed those interesting changes. Father Nicholas. And she thinks you need the boomerang. This is interesting, because the original game never requires the boomerang for anything. But there are ways to make it needed. For instance, by putting crystal switches out of reach. And you do need the lantern to push this. If you're playing randomizer, you can come here without the lantern. The thing will already be open, and you can just walk in and go through the dark if you know your way around. Although knowing your way around does not apply here because it's changed. I'm hearing the squeaking. Let's light a lamp to see better. Yeah, it looks like mostly the same. Well, no, that's a little different. Similar room, then. Yeah, there's a crystal switch. That pushes. Okay, it looks like you do need the switch flip to get through here. Which makes sense. They wouldn't put it there if you didn't need it. I don't think any of these will be pushable. But yeah, with those down, you can get that out of the way and go down the stairs. And I guess you can't go downstairs when you're carrying a pot. This is... Yeah, you're not just walking past these snakes. Bit of a remix of that room. This is a lot different, though. This would normally be Dark Cross, which, as the name suggests, is a big cross. But this is looking more like a maze. There's bombs. Is there still a key in here? Yes, but it's just lying on the ground. So far, no boomerang needed. But there'll probably be something towards the end that requires it, if they made a point of putting it in the dialogue. Yeah, there's that. Of course, you could just throw a bomb at it. There's no reason you can't. But yeah, if it's there, you're probably expected to hit it. Yeah, plenty of magic. Yeah, you needed to flip the switch to get through that. Keep killing rats for money. Yeah, there's one more. I suspect the bottle vendor will still be in town, and you need cash for that. And one of these will presumably have the key as usual. Yep. Interesting little room. Should be back into the light. And bombs will come in handy here. What are the chests still here? There's bombs. I don't think I can get past that. At least not with the equipment I have now. You might be able to boot Splonk over those. Let's check the top side then. You need hammer here. I'll try and remember that. That looks like it could be important. Okay. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured with him just mentioning that things are different. Normally you push the, or pull the right thing to open the door. Yeah, apparently the premise of this is Zelda made a wish on the Triforce and it had some unintended consequences. Yeah, this looks basically the same. Destroy Aghanim, Mighty Evil Force, need the Master Sword, go talk to the Elder. Soldiers are looking for you. No chest here. Normally there would be the first extra heart container. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to make a note of that. Okay. Back of escape needs hammer. Oh, this is slightly different. Safe graveyard looks the same. A little different. So you may still be able to... Yeah, it's still that one. And you can't just go around the graveyard, though. King's Tomb still takes the... or still needs the mitts for the heavy box. But yeah, let's head to the village first. And the Lost Woods. Yeah, red guards out everywhere. Looks like bonk rocks are not here? Oh no, they're still here. There's just rocks in addition to those. This looks a bit different. Is there still a tree pole? Not on those. No bush crab either. Okay, so lumberjacks are still cutting tree. Back here, you still need to get down from the tree, and it's still a heart piece. So, not too important tree ember. Unless you're going for full completion, in which case you should probably check here anyway. Yeah, standard rupee drops from this. Which is to be expected, this isn't randomizer. Okay, that's probably still the chess game. That'll be another bush crab. They give up awfully easily. Not seeing the mushroom here, so it could be somewhere else. Another bush crab. Thief. Master Sword Grading looks the same as ever. Again, you'd expect that. There's not really that much you can do with it. Not really any reason to, either. And yeah, this should go to the Dark Orb portal, but you need the hammer. Nope, no hammer needed. Just the gloves. That could be important. Of course, that's assuming the portal is still there. Which I'd expect it would be, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, there's the 20. If you get enough prizes from them, you get a different prize, which in the standard game is a red rupee instead of a green one. This is probably still a heart piece. And no, there's nothing here. No, you need the hook shot. Okay, that's a neat trick. All right, let's make a note of that. Yeah. Wrong up. Okay, thieves, hideout, hook shot. Alright, to the village. Yeah, I love how the spin attack gets priority over basically everything. Okay, that's unchanged. It's you, the Elder, no one's seen him, Master Sword, Ilea, artifacts, Blade against evil hearts. Sure. Someone must know where he is. So yeah, as usual, that's a bit of backstory, but nothing that actually helps you as far as progression goes. Okay, no quick swap, I wasn't expecting it, but it would be nice. The name was blind and he hit a bright light. Okay, this is different. That does not move. That does not move. There we go. And a heart piece. So different block puzzle, different reward. Yep, the red rupee is moved back here, the heart piece is moved into the actual puzzle. That kind of makes sense. Checking the well. Okay. Cackwell needs keep. I can still bomb that from here. But yeah, you're not getting past that bumper without the cape. Here's the first bottle. Might as well check all the houses in case something's changed. That was normal. Chicken hut looks normal. This should be 10 arrows as the alternate boomerang chest. So that wasn't changed. This should be the kit that tells you where to find the Elder. Yep. Same place as usual. That's so bombable. I think that's the only bombable wall in the game that doesn't look bombable. Anyway, this is a good place for supplies. You get a few rupees and some arrows and bombs. And there's sometimes a bomb under that specific bush also. Shop inventory is the same as always. Tavern looks the same. Let's see if this is still our bug met. Yep. I can't imagine that being required for anything, but it's always nice to have. $50 instead of a bottle. That hasn't changed. And again. Just out of curiosity. No, that's normal. It's even the same green guard. Okay, still need the hammer for that. And that's still one way. Okay, so village is mostly the same as usual, except we need the cape in the well. And there's one fewer bottle. That looks a bit different, but doesn't seem to be a meaningful change. The book should still be in here. Yep. And of course we need the boots for that. This was a chess game? Yes. I never come in here, so... And let's blind blue the race game. Of course that assumes it's still here, but I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Okay, slightly different route. And no, you can't jump down there. Okay, so how do you get to it? Looks like you need the gloves to go around. Yeah, you might need the Pegasus boots for this. And it's just a heart piece. Still, that is an interesting change. I'll make a quick note of that. I should probably rearrange my windows so the notes don't overlap the game screen. Yeah, that's better. This is the same as always. Room indeed. Okay, so let's head over to Eastern and do that. There might be more stuff I can get to in caves, but I'd rather get the boots first just to get around more quickly. Of course, that assumes, of course, that Sasraw has the boots. But it seems like he kind of has to if you want to get into Desert, because the book is on Library. But for the most part, it seems like no major overall changes is a safe assumption. It's a bit rearranged, but not a major change. And he'll be like, go into the Eastern Palace and get the green pendant. Yep. I forget what's in here normally. Bombs. And money. Okay. So 3 heart green mail Eastern, not that big a deal. Since you're normally 4 hearts green mail. 4 or 5. I think you can get enough heart pieces to get to 5. Okay, how do you get to that? Mirror? Probably. Yeah, this is a bit rearranged, but not too bad. Just some more detours. Spin attack still working wonders. And we're in. I'm expecting more changes here. And there's some already. Yeah, spiked 4. Wait for the big one, and go. This is interesting. I'm guessing the map won't help. Should I try damage boosting? I probably shouldn't risk it. If I had like 5 or 6 hearts, definitely, but at 3... 2.5. Okay, I guess I have to actually kill them with my sword. Right, because they're the green ones. You can do that. Or pots. Wait for them to clear the area a bit. Get hit anyway. Yep, small key, which I need to go up there. It sounds like we're getting the ice rod in here instead of the bow. The fairy's still down here? Yes, indeed. Alright, so that gives a little insurance. Let's try the other door. This is normally the compass, and it's still the compass. And the red ones you cannot kill except with arrows. Okay, let's go south first. Just some bots. Shall take the supplies, but not required. Yeah, I did see the door opening up in the corner here. And you can jump down there if you want. I messed that up. Yeah, that's a relatively minor change, but it makes a big difference to the room. So are these still here? Yes. There are pots hidden underneath that overhang. Okay, you needed to flip the switch to get through there, which is why it lets you jump off here also. This would normally be the dark room, and it's looking like it's still the dark room, but different. At least a little bit. Yeah. Little trap there. I need to find the key. And it looks like that was necessary. Yeah. Spike kickbots are bigger than you'd think. Okay, so you're supposed to go down from the entrance all along. There we go. And it's just the map. But there is something to the east here. Another dark room. Actually, it's technically part of the same dark room, because of super tiles. There's the big key. It's a bit of a glitch. Anyway. Head back to the big chest. Open that. Let those go by. Need to step on this. But first, back to the fairies. I think they do respawn if you leave the area. And the monsters have. And I don't know what to expect from the rest of the dungeon. So definitely having a safety would be nice. Yep, ice ride. So definitely a difference in progression. I'm curious how they're going to require that. Or if. Should probably switch to boomerang. Can you stun these? No. But you can still pick things up with it. Let's get the money. I never know when I'll need it. Actually, not worth it. Huh, no key. Alright, then I guess that's necessary. Because it's certainly looking like the key will be on this one. Magic powder would be nice right about now. Oh well, that's why I caught the fairy. And as expected, that's the key. Are the fairies back yet? I would think so, but you never know. I don't know what the rules are for these. But it always pays to have a fairy when you don't know what you're up against. One of these will have the button, and no telling which one until you find it. Alright. You're probably supposed to freeze these and throw them at each other. Ah, lucky. Full magic. Okay. This doesn't technically require the ice rod, but it's easier than using bombs. Yeah, these are just fake. Okay, that's not one of those. Yeah, let's try ice riding one. Nope, these don't freeze. Really? Come on. I swung soon enough. And their invulnerability can last longer than it really should sometimes. Alright, looks like Ice Rod Armos Knights with extra spikes. Oh. Sword and Boomerang, then. Ice Rod, not very effective. This is going to be a rather dull fight, unless I do something reckless. Yeah, it's 3 arrows, but I think it's something like 16 sword hits. And I'm pretty sure the damage table is set up so they don't take extra damage from Master Sword, which means sword spins for Fighter Sword. So it's 16 hits however you hit them. Boomerang, I think, does half the sword damage. Alright, as long as you keep them from getting into formation, they don't start moving. Probably the safest thing here to do is just boomerang it. Not too fast, just regular, steady rhythm. It's a little silly, and it takes a while, but no threat. And as long as I keep hitting it, it can never get to me. And there's our first pendant. 1 dungeon cleared, 50-some minutes in. That's probably about what you get in a blind playthrough of the original game. So that should be everything from Eastern. Let's just double check that the stun prize is still rupee. Yep. So this should still be our Pegasus boots, which will be greatly appreciated. Yep. So what's in Ice Rod Cave if the Ice Rod was in Eastern Palace? Okay, nothing there. This has changed just enough to make it tricky to navigate. Anyway, 4 hearts is a lot more comfortable than 3. Okay, we're back to the graveyard. Next stop, library. Is this changed? Looks like not meaningfully. Okay, dash turn works. I'm pretty sure that's in all versions of the game. Or you start dashing in one direction and then you tap a different direction. Yeah, you can change where you're facing while the dash is charging up. And when you actually start dashing, you go in whatever direction you're facing. Alright, there's the book. And I'll take that straight in the desert. I could go South Shore, but for all I know, you might need the gloves there. Actually, let's try this again with the boots. Alright, that worked. That's one thing to check off. Yeah, much more comfortable getting around when you can run. Actually, for all I know, the game might have put something required for desert in Ice Rod Cave. This should be just a ferry. Yep. We'll do the dam first. Ah, crystal switch. Interesting. Of course, that doesn't move. But how do you get to the chest, then? Of course, it has to get my way. Huh. So can you not drain the water? Alright, let's try that again. I think I want to go through, pick the pot up, push this to the right, and push that block down. Right, that opens the way for that to get through with the switch the other way. Okay, heart piece. But how do you drain the water? And if you don't, then how does swamp work? come on. Just trying to kill the crab, hoping to get some health, and that didn't work, obviously. Ice Ride works nicely on those. This is normally a bunch of money. Yep, and there's the ton of money. And some bombs and arrows, so I think that's the normal contents of this cave. It's been a while since I've been here outside of Randomizer. Yeah, you want to be careful dashing around the cucumbers. Or whatever they're called. Yep, this is still here, the single whatever it is that has no real significance but is interesting for being the only one of its kind. Oh, heart piece, so that gets us up to 5. I guess that was worth it. Actually, I think that's close enough to the edge. And I think you can keep dashing and keep this active. Ooh, water rock. Yeah, for some reason dashing along the edge of a pit like that and out the door will let you walk on water. As long as you jump south into the water. I'm going to have to save and quit from Hovo because Fake Flippers doesn't work except in the Japanese 1.0 version. But it'll be nice to get this out of the way. And it is a bottle. So there should still be the fairies behind Link's house, so catch an extra one. Right, onto desert. And if Eastern had the fire or ice rod, who knows what desert will have. I feel like it either has to have the gloves or lead to them so you can get up the mountain to Hera. Although you could always get the flute. It would be unexpected, but stranger things have happened already. Handsome monk. Okay then. Let's change the story a little. Right, and he stops when you change screens. This looks a bit different. Yep, that's the guy who normally gives you a clue about finding the book. and says, yep, that's the book, if you have it. I may need to avoid jumping off if I want to get to the... Oh, no. There's another way up there. Yeah, it looks like the warp tile is still in its normal place. Nothing on Desert Ledge. And those completely ignore collision. And there's no telling what's in here. Looks like the rocks to the back were arranged so that you don't need to pick them up. That looks like a one-way thing. This is pushable, so that makes that one way down. And this will just be an exit. And I think I have to circle back around and come in the main entrance to get anywhere, because of the way the blocks moved. It's interesting. Okay, dead end here. I'll take the bomb. Laser beams. That's also one way. Okay, you need the switch flip to get through that. Double kill. Right, this is normally a step on a thing to make a chest appear, but with extra lamps it might be a lamp lighting puzzle. Nope, it's still a button. And it's a key rather than the map. Okay, this is looking like it's one way. No, this is just a box that don't move. That's one way. Yeah, let's first check out the parts that aren't one way. The room up there is normally a waste of time. Okay, that's just a blockage. This looks like it's just the other end of where I just was. Yeah, and it's one way because you can push away that block, so it makes a way through in one direction and nothing in the other. Alright, let's check up here. Okay. So this is meaningful. Normally it just locks you in and there's nothing there. Yeah, and you need to go the other way because that's up. But wait, it was one way, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't get out this way. So unless these are pushable, which they might be. Okay. So that lets you get down here. Where does that get you? Back towards the entrance, but again, how does that help you? Oh, it gets you over here. Nothing on the torch. Nothing behind the torches. I don't have the big key. Getting some minor graphical glitches around the BMOS. You need those the other way to get out here. Okay, it's that one. And there's the crystal switch to get out. But there's more to do here still. So back into the middle and across to the right. The slowdown. So that lets you get in here. So this will let me get to the locked door. And to be under a pot. But how do I kill that? Can I freeze something to throw it in there? I could freeze something, but I don't think you could throw it over those barriers. Yeah. Do you need bombos? No, the bee. It's there for a reason. I get it. Let's see, will this reset it? Or do I have to leave the dungeon entirely? Yeah, it looks like I need to leave the dungeon altogether. Alright, let's do that again. Alright, so we go over to the right to flip the switch. And that was not fair. I have plenty of money anyway. It's this one. So you go back to the middle, over to the right, past the blue block. Ambushed by Vimos. Everything the normal way, just in case the V runs out. Alright, should go over, and there we go. I was going to recache it, but a little too late. This room's messier than usual, but there's the big key. So that's a fairly creative puzzle. Yeah, you still can't get out this way. Was there anything up here? That's just the dead end. Because you can't push those. But you can get shot at. Which hardly seems fair. Okay, just about back to full health. These have not respawned yet. That's good. Alright, so over here for the big chest. Which is not necessarily the power gloves. Also, I need to flip the switch back. Is there anything in this spot? Magic. No, as long as I don't have a bee, I might as well get another fairy. And what I came here for. And I already forget where the switch was. It's normally in the top left. It's the Cane of Samaria. So expect some switch puzzles. But how do I get up the mountain? Or is it just not blocked with rock at all? I already checked there was nothing down here, but just to double check. Yep, nothing. Yeah, I thought those rocks were moved. One of these will open the door, no telling which. that one. Okay, yeah. I figured it was one of these, just from the shape of this. A quick water break. Oh, but it does remove the pots. So if the key is in one of those, then yeah, you have to come out early. Interesting, but not unexpected, really. I should have seen it coming. It is kind of neat how the last two pots make, like, eyes in a thing, though. Right. There we go. This room isn't changed. Can you ice rod those? Yes. Not too tricky. Okay, this could be a little tricky. Not too bad. If this is still landmost, which it should be, then Ice Rod will work fairly well. Assuming I can get the timing right. Not a good start. You can use bombs on them, but hitting's a problem. Oh, storage strats are fine. Yep. Not too bad. There's a heart container. 6 is much more comfortable than 3. Okay. And yep, Checkerboard's Cave is still up there. I am curious about the mountain, though. I'm getting to about the time where I want to stop, but I want to see what's up there. And I have not actually needed to use the Cane of Samaria yet. Alright, let's check Bonk Rocks over here. Piece of heart. Same as usual. Yeah, I didn't look over this way. Yeah, there's just no rock here. So in theory, I could have come here sooner. Unless you need the cane to get up, which you might. That's one way as usual. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary here. The cave layout may be a bit different. I don't remember there being a pit down there. I don't see the old man here either. Should I look around for him? I feel like I should. Yep, here he is. Yeah, you could easily miss that, especially if you don't know that he's normally in here. He wants to turn left. That's different. But I'll trust him. Yeah. Yep, that's a dead end. Yeah, play has changed a bit, but it's still a small cave. There's the mirror. And I get hit by a cabbage. The tower mushroom. Okay then. So apparently the Tower of Hera has a mushroom. State save as a backup, but I'm going to save and quit. And for now, this has been Arafallon playing the Echoes of the Past ROMhack of Link to the Past. It's been interesting. The overworld is mostly unchanged, the dungeons are significantly remixed, and it looks like we're getting progression all out of order, so that's something. I don't think I've seen the puzzle where you have to use a bee to kill things before, so that's noteworthy. And yeah, I'm curious to see what else this comes up with, so until next week.